Elephant Man Podcast Network, grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. What's going on? It's your man DB. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you can know what new material going on. This was a last minute little video I just did to come on here on live for a little bit. Shalom, shalom to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. But yeah, I started looking at the news, man. There's a lot going on, and we don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but we just got to know what's going on in our world and our surroundings, so we can know what to pray for, different things like that. So blessings to everybody, man. Blessings, blessings, blessings to you. I didn't plan on doing this, but I was like, let me come on here and see what's going on. It's kind of a quiet Thursday night, and just wanted to just chat with you guys for a few minutes. It's not going to be a long video. I really be trying to keep my videos under 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, because I know some of my brothers and sisters, they can get 2-hour, 3-hour videos with ease. So shalom, shalom. Shout out to everybody who joining in and things like that. Hope everybody is closing in their right mind. You know what I mean? Enjoy your family. Enjoy your life. It's real talk, right? We got to pray for one another for sure, man, because it is crazy. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And Israel's waiting for the second Exodus, and majority of the church is waiting for the rapture to take place, and we just fly out here. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. There's a lot going on in this world, man. I'm gonna play a few little short videos, but we're gonna end it off in some prayer. Shalom, shalom, shalom. It says shalom, Mark, shalom. Yeah, we're not gonna be long, man. We're not gonna be long before you. Also, before I do all that, I want to make sure you like, subscribe, share. Come on to Facebook. /Elephant Man Podcast. Come on there. We got 300 people in the community in there. Instagram, I haven't really posted in there a lot, but I'm gonna make sure. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post after we leave here. Elephant Man _podcast, and of course the YouTube. Like, subscribe, share. All right. Yeah, man. It's a lot going on in the world. I want to first talk about those bootleg fires in on the West Coast. It is smoking hot on the West Coast, man. We got to pray for our people. Kimberly J, shalom, shalom, shalom. Blessings to you, blessings to you. But I want to play a little video. Angie Love, yeah, blessings to you, blessings to you. Also, make sure you guys, if you can, check out the video with Tone Spain. I had him on the other day. Man, very, very powerful brother. And I had to backlog all his music. I heard some of his songs, but I wouldn't listen to all his albums, man. It's just so powerful, man. This brother Tone Spain, man, used to, be a part of infantry with Eshawn Burgundy. Shout out to Eshawn Burgundy as well. Also, if you ain't check out Dr. Ron Shields, he came on not too long ago. Shout out to him. Blessings to him. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show this video real quick. Pretty much know about these videos, and then we're gonna read a little scripture, Matthew 24, and then we're gonna get out of here. But let's go into this bootleg fire.
The bootleg fire, the largest of the wildfires burning in Oregon now, is now bigger than the city of Houston, Texas. After merging with the log fire, it is now burning 388,000 acres, the fire close to being the third largest in recorded Oregon history. More than 2,200 firefighters are working the front lines, trying to increase the 30% containment. Nearly 200 homes and other buildings have burned. Video of smoke jumpers on the ground shows just one way the fire is spreading quickly.
The main fire is behind us. So what happened is it threw embers into a receptive fuel bed. In this case, it's this really dry log. And you tell how dry it is when you pick it up and you crumble and it falls apart and there's no moisture in it. So it takes just one ember to land in this Duffy log and start it and catch it on fire.
Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3 evacuations that are in effect throughout Klamath County and now in Lake County as well. The bootleg fire, the largest of the...
So yeah, I got people on the West Coast, Oregon, Portland, Oregon area, and even parts of California. Pray for your people. Check on them. You know what I mean? They said it's as big as the fires are so crazy. It's about the size of the city of Houston. So definitely check on your people, man. It's wiping out everything. All right. And Again, this is not very bad news. We're going to get to the prayer at the end of this, but I just got to show you some things that's going on in our world. Of course, we know about China, right?
Let's now tell you what is happening in China. The country is battling the heaviest rainfall in 1,000 years. At least 33 people have lost their lives, and many are now feared to be missing. The concerns are growing as rain continues to dump on the central city of Zhengzhou. The city has experienced the equivalent of a year's average rainfall in just 3 days. The city of Zhengzhou is home to around 10 million people, and their lives have been upended since the weekend. The catastrophe has disrupted industrial and transport hubs. Trains and flights have either been delayed or cancelled altogether in Henan. Around 200,000 people have been displaced from their homes, and over 16,000 people have been rescued. Apart from the Henan province, a 1,800-member team has now been put together from 7 other provinces, and they are currently assisting with rescue efforts, food and shelter needs. The PLA Air Force has also sent its soldiers to help with disaster relief measures.
Wow. A city of 10 million. They said they never had that rainfall that hard in 1,000 years. It's been 1,000 years since they had rainfall of that proportion. Some people down in the subway drowned and stuff because I've seen some of the pictures. The water was getting higher and higher and higher, man. And the workers couldn't get out in time. So I was like, wow, that's some pretty heavy stuff. 200,000 people without power and without a place to stay. They said they ain't never seen nothing like that in a long time. Shalom, Ninja Firewall, shalom. So, man, that is just all. Now, this all going on around our world at the same time. All right, let's check out UK. Yeah, man, that's crazy. It even talk about in the end time storm, the hails is the size of, you know what I'm saying, not tennis balls, volleyballs and basketballs. I don't know if y'all ever been in a hailstorm before, you know, but those, even the small ones, they come down like little rocks. So, you know, it's going to, you know, massive hailstorm is going on. Very, very, very crazy. Almost all at the same time. And also at the same time, flooding in Germany. Again, I'm not being the bearer of bad news. There's an end game to what I'm saying. We're going to pray at the end, but check out this in Germany.
Extreme weather is also behind wrenching scenes of devastation in Europe on a scale we are only just beginning to understand. More than 180 people have been killed due to record amounts of rain, mostly in Germany. Chris Livesay is in the hard-hit Arvaya region. Chris, good morning to you.
Good morning. This is one of the many bridges that could not withstand these crushing floods that have killed more than 100 people here in the Arvaya region alone. Not something you expect in a country with such advanced infrastructure and warning systems. After days of swelling rivers, now swelling death tolls as bridges, homes, even swaths of villages vanished. No, not in a beleaguered developing nation, but across Europe's economic powerhouses, like in the tiny German town of Insul. Did you ever imagine something like this happening here in Germany?
Well, I think not of this magnitude, not of this size. I don't think anyone has imagined or could have imagined something like this.
The devastation so shocking, German Chancellor Angela Merkel struggled to explain it. I can almost say that the German language doesn't have the words for the destruction, she said. Billions will be needed to rebuild in Germany alone. Some towns are likely gone for good, though both climate scientists and the German chancellor warn extreme weather events are bound to return. One flood isn't an example of climate change, said Merkel, but if we look at the last events of recent years, decades, then they are simply more frequent than they were previously. So we must make an effort, a great effort. Mother Nature rearing her head, but climate change pushing her hand. Now to make...
Wow. Over 180 plus people died over there in Germany. Homes, villages, towns wiped out. I mean, this all happening. A lot of it has happened at the same time or within weeks of each other. It's just going on, man. It is unreal. That lady said she don't even have a word. She can't even, it ain't a word that she can come up with to express the thing that is going on over there, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And then I don't know if you know, but you know, south of the equator, the farther you go south, the less chances it is of rain. I'm sorry, snow. But y'all know it snowed in Africa, right? It snowed in South Africa. Yeah, it snowed in South Africa. Check this out.
It's snowing in Kimberley, 22nd July 2021.
The undisputed champ. Undisputed champ.
Residents of Kimberley were surprised to find themselves experiencing a white winter after snowfall in the northern Cape City. Several areas in the Western Cape also received a dusting. South African weather.
Crazy. Snowing in South Africa, man. Now the kids was excited. They were like, ah, because you know, if you're born and raised in South Africa, man, you don't really see snow, especially everybody south of the equator, you know. They're like, ah, you know, and so for some, it can be like, oh, this is exciting. For others, it's like, what's going on, man? Snowing in South Africa, man. Crazy. Yeah. That just happened today. And then they had a mosquito tornado. Mosquito tornado. Let's see, Kimber. I think I got a picture of that. Two more things, and then we're going to discuss.
All right,
Mosquito
now
tornado.
to our
Let's see.
CBS News investigation. The vaccines here in America are highly effective.
Sorry, that's not the mosquito tornado. This is one, is it? Crazy, like that swarm of mosquito tornadoes killed a lot of the cattle. Yeah, I'm itching just watching it. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe. I mean, That happened on the 19th. Today is the 22nd. That happened on the 19th. A lot of these stories happened yesterday. This one didn't happen yesterday, but it still is a trip. This one right here. Millions of mice plague Australia. And I know y'all know about this one, but I'm going to show it anyway. Check it out.
Australia's New South Wales and Queensland are being devoured by over 1 billion mice.
What in the world?
They're nibbling, gnawing, and scratching their way through anything or anyone in their path. Viral social media posts from desperate farmers show floods of mice pouring from hay bales and blanketing the ground in unfathomable numbers. The scurrying rodents decimate crops and destroy stored food, invading silos, sheds, and homes. They're in the cupboard. They're tickling the ivories. They're pooping in your shoes.
I've heard stories from our neighbours and friends how they're lying in bed and a mouse runs across the bed.
I woke up swishing a mouse out of my head.
It's like the plagues of Egypt there.
Sure, individually they might be cute, but these icky mickeys are a menace to the physical and mental health of Australians. A skin-crawling, primordial horror. An old-world pestilence. A literal plague.
Yeah, it's an absolute plague. There's just mice everywhere. There's footage on social media at the moment of basically the ground moving. People will literally tie strings around their trousers if they're walking through mice because they don't want them running up their trouser legs.
Steve Henry is a mouse expert who coordinates rodent control efforts between scientists, businesses, and farmers.
14 grams. Really what we're doing is dealing with an invasive species. The mice we have here probably came to Australia with the very first boats that came.
Mouse plagues have been recorded in Australia as far back as 150 years ago. The house mouse most likely first hitched a ride on British ships in the 18th and 19th centuries. You know, just one colonizer giving a lift to another. A model invader, the house mouse thrives in even the most inhospitable conditions, squirming its way into ecosystems all over the world.
Wow. So yeah, that happened like in May. I think it happened again too in June. But yeah, that they said ate up crops, ate up barley, went into biting up elderly in the old folks' home down there, man. The main cities too. You'll think that they'll be in the country, rural area. No, Sydney and a lot of the main cities are being straight attacked. And I think I don't know. We all connected some kind of way. We like it affect, man. Yeah, some people say it's judgment. Yeah, that's why I want to. It's kind of interesting. What's going on, Ruhama? Ruhama Flowers, that's your name now? Ruhama Flowers. Blessings to you. But yeah, man, and I don't know if you guys know about the Heart Project, when you can control weather and stuff like that. But right now, this brought it to my attention because I heard Truth Unedited. Shout out to Truth Unedited, Ron down there in Florida. Got some real interesting stuff that he come out with. But he was basically saying these little things are going to be happening over and over throughout the series, as and they got to blame it on something. They blame game. They got to blame it on global warming. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all out of shape because of global warming. You can't say it's the Most High. I mean, even church folk, even people that's claim to know the Most High can't say it's the Most High. You can't do that. So we got to. Shalom, what's going on, Tom Spain? Shalom, brother. Shalom, Tom. I don't think it's Tom Spain. Here it is. Tom Spain in the building. But oh yeah, man, I heard your other. I played some of your back albums, man. Support that brother, man. Oh man, it's some good stuff, man. I was playing it today, riding around. But anyway, I got to go out and come back in. I can't see Elephant Man. It must have something to do with your internet. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So some people they're not gonna say it's going to be the plagues of the Most High. They're going to say man, it's global warming. They got to blame it on something. You know what I'm saying? They will never say that. Because they have right standards with the Most High. You know what I mean? And you start to see more and more the whole space and NASA and building colonies on the moon and Mars, and even, brothers, they taking trips to space. They want to get out of here. So the quote unquote saved, they want the rapture to happen to take them out of here. You know what I'm saying? And the ones who don't believe in the higher power of the Most High, they want they try to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we can't escape when the Most High come and touch down. You know what I mean? We can't do that. And we're starting to see more and more stuff about aliens, this, that, and the other, and we know what's going on with that. You know what I mean? Whether it's a CGI screen and a green screen, or whether it's real phenomena, we already know what's going on behind that. Well, a believer should know what's going on behind that. You know what I mean? It's fallen angels and fallen angel knowledge, and but they try to discredit and debunk the Most High, and they want to have see this kind of stuff. People say, "Oh, you just straight up conspiracy theory," but the temperature and the climate and what's going on in this world today, we're going someplace. You feel what I'm saying? The global reset, different things like that. So we got to make sure we are in tune with the Most High, guys. We ain't got time to be fighting. Again, do what you want, but I say the drama for the llama, and I don't even own one of them. But and I'm not saying if somebody just try to discredit you, you got to say, "Hey man, that ain't me." But so you know what? Even the Most High, he had no reputation. He didn't say a mumbling word. He ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? He didn't even justify himself. He didn't even defend himself. The Most High, the Father, Abba the Father, he justified and defended him. So we ain't got to defend. We ain't got to do none of the above, guys. But that is so crazy. All of these different plagues, and the snowing in Africa, right? Mice all over the place. A mosquito tornado. Crazy. Now, this is the last one that talk about this drought.
Nearly one half of the country, from the Pacific coast to the Great Plains and the upper Midwest, is experiencing moderate to exceptional drought conditions. It's expected to get worse through the summer. But as William Brangham reports, it's the western states in particular that are taking the hardest hit.
Across the American West, there simply isn't enough water to go around, and the full heat of summer is just getting started. From the Rio Grande to the Rocky Mountains, a mega drought is underway. It's shaping up to be the worst water crisis in generations. The darker the red, the worse it is. Reservoirs that store water for millions are below normal and are projected to hit historic lows soon. This month, California's governor, Democrat Gavin Newsom, expanded drought state of emergencies to 41 of his state's 58 counties, affecting 1/3 of the state.
Let me just state unequivocally, guys, it's really bad.
In Utah, Republican Governor Spencer Cox declared a statewide drought emergency and has asked all residents to conserve water.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's very interesting. So, we definitely going to focus on the Most High. He said we got to listen to a still small voice. Again, I show these different things not to get us all wound up or be the bearer of bad news. You know what I mean? But I show these different things so we can stay focused, right? We don't have time to be arguing and fighting over just frivolous stuff. We got to stay focused, and we got to ask the Most High what to do. You know what I mean? So when the lights go out in Egypt, they won't go out in Goshen. Where his people is. Not just because of the bloodline, because those who are obedient to him, to his will and his way and his purpose. So we got to make sure we stay close to the Most High and focus. Okay? So I'm going to share this. One more thing to share. The whole thing with the assassination. It's just real funny. The assassination of the Haiti president. It's just it don't sit right with me. But I'm going to play this on 2 minutes and 36 seconds. It's going to talk about the police tower that usually guards his home was unarmed on this day. Very interesting, though. It's a lot of civil unrest down there in Haiti and a lot of other different places, too, man. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we got to stay focused on the Most High. Check this out. Try to share this real quick, and let's check it out.
So these are the exact same forces that just a week ago were in a fierce gun battle with people suspected of killing President Moise. We're heading to his presidential mansion right now. They're going to take us there to show us what went down. On July 7th, Haiti's president, Jovenel Moise, was gunned down in his home overlooking the city of Port-au-Prince. So far, no one knows who's behind the assassination or why he was killed.
What does it say about a country when the president, in his own home, is killed?
We are doing our best, but it's not easy for us. This is not the army. That kind of battle that having place here is, I think it's something that might be controlled by an army.
That's what it would have taken.
I think so.
What comes next?
We'll see. We were doing all this work, and that's it. For the rest, this is up to the politicians.
Haitian investigators and the FBI have left the scene outside the president's mansion largely untouched. Not a single member of the president's guard was injured or killed in the attack. Below the president's house, families live in a row.
The back end of your site is like an endless, intricate system of water pipes. When there's a leak leading to a flood, good luck figuring out why. The logs you need to sift through are constantly changing, and it's incredibly time-consuming to find the problem, learn why it happened, and fix it. These problems are costing you time, money, and often customers. And
Hold on, let me pause that. I wanted you to hear what he was saying, but hold on, stop that. But anyway, it's just real weird. Like none of his people got hurt. None of his people got hurt. It wasn't no gun battle. The tower that usually watches his house, but nobody in the tower. So it's a lot of funny information, but what's ever done in the dark will come into light. Very, very interesting information. It's just like, it's kind of fishy. It's really, really fishy. But I want to try to get to 236. He was just talking about wasn't nobody there. But I'm gonna share this link in the chat. You can watch it on yourself because an ad just came, and I thought I had got past the ad. So I'm gonna share this in there real quick. This is that whole story. It's about 9 minutes. You can check it out. Very interesting, man. It's a lot going on, man. You know, they arrested some people, but it's just real weird. Like nobody's in the guard tower watching them. You know, nobody got hurt. Nobody. I mean, even the guy that was interviewing looked kind of hesitant. Now we don't know what he know, or he might not know anything, but probably fear for his life. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna be saying too much on camera. Yeah. Oh yeah. They did look laid back though. They did look laid back. You know what I mean? And it's just sad. And then you also said something about the Panama. There was a 6.8 earthquake in Panama earlier today. Exactly. All at the same time. It's an earthquake going on in Panama. So I think I got that story too. That's interesting you said that. I do got that story.
A powerful earthquake struck off the southern coast of Panama on Wednesday near the border with Costa Rica, although there were no immediate reports of damage. The European Mediterranean Seismological Center said the earthquake had a 6.8 magnitude and hit at 3:15 p.m. local time at a depth of 2 kilometers, about 321 kilometers southeast of Costa Rica's capital, San Jose. The U.S. Geological Survey measured the quake at a 6.7 magnitude.
So you're right, absolutely right. Man, the earth is groaning and travailing as well, man. It's waiting for the manifestation of the sons of Yah, like it says in Romans. We got to make sure we be salt and light in the earth. We got to make sure. I like what Brother Curious said a couple of days ago. It was so awesome what Brother Curious said the other. Yeah, subscribe. That'll be a blessing if y'all subscribe. Hallelujah. I like what Brother Curious said the other day. He was like, don't get into don't worship your genealogy. You know what I'm saying? And it just blew my. I'm just sitting up there like, wow, that's so true, man. We can't worship nothing. At this time, we gotta. I mean, we proud of who we are. We all awakening to who we are. But we worship the Most High. We don't worship our genealogy, but we don't despise our genealogy. That's what folk want us to do, to tuck it away and quit talking about it. You know what I mean? despise our genealogy, but we don't worship it. We listen to the Most High. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we need to focus on the Most High. We can't be distracted by nothing. We cannot be distracted by nothing. You see all of this stuff almost going on at the same time, right? You got floods over here. You got fires over here. Droughts over here, right? And so I want us to be wise as serpents but harmless as doves. Starts, not out of fear, not out of paranoia, but I do want you guys to start saving. You feel what I'm saying? Start saving. Start getting some canned goods and some water. You know what I mean? And I think that's very foolish. Oh, man, you know what? I'm just gonna trust the Most High. He gonna take care of me when he get here. But he might put in your spirit, you know what I mean? Get an extra can of tuna, right? He might put in some non-perishable foods, right? Get some stuff that got a shelf life, like sardines and stuff like that. It got a shelf life. It don't go bad to 2025 or 2024. You know what I'm saying? Get some of that stuff. You know what I mean? Because you might say it's going to affect all of us. If the mice eat this barley over here, or it's a drought and these cattle pass out over there, it's going to affect food down the line as far as wheat. It's going to affect barley. It's going to affect milk. It's going to affect. I want to say butterfly effect, but it's going to affect us. If it's not right now affecting us, it's going to affect canned fruit. Right, canned fruit got a good shelf life. And then at the Dollar Tree, I don't know if you guys got Dollar Tree in your area. Everybody should have Dollar Tree. It should be nationwide. They got the pouches of tuna. And I don't want to make this a prepper show, but they got the pouches of tuna just in case you can't get a can opener, right? Just rip that boy open. You know what I mean? And so we just got to just stay focused and ask the Most High to show us. And don't be just distracted. We glad, Giannis, he got him a ring, and Tokyo, they doing, Olympics in Tokyo and all this, and trade rumors and whatever, y'all, that's cool. But we got to stay focused to listen to that still small voice, because he's talking to his people. He's talking to his people. He wants us to be salt and light in the earth. He's talking to his people. So I'm going to read this scripture. What's this? Oh, that's the Haiti thing. I don't want to have too many. Domino effect. The domino effect. So a lot of times people be like, man, that's messed up. That happened to them over there, but that ain't going to happen to me. Oh, it's going to happen to you. It will happen to you. Mr. Black Tester got me scared of eating canned tuna. He said that it's mercury in it. Well, yeah, you don't have to eat tuna, though. You could, you know what I'm saying? This is another reason why we want to go into growing our own fruits and vegetables, right? Canning our own fruits and vegetables. If I had to go to be vegan, I think I'll be all right. You know what I mean? You'll miss chicken, you'll miss all that stuff after a while. But I'm like, look, if we got to go spaghetti squash and butternut squash and all that, it's high in nutrients. Beans got your protein. I mean, look, sure, you can make it. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be able to grow our own food. You know what I mean? Because there's some guys, some people, shalom, Nicole Levels. My green beans are growing big. Yeah, I got some green beans too. I'm gonna make sure I cook them mugs tomorrow. Costco has buckets of MREs. Yeah, we got to check that out. And I think not only Costco, but Sam's Club as well. And Gordon's. I don't know if you guys got a Gordon food service. They all grow food. All have food. You know what I mean? But you want to get one that's non-perishable and a long shelf life, and get cases of water and different things like that. Yeah, green beans. Absolutely, green beans. So we got this different canned goods and stuff like that, and then rotate them out. Once they get closer to the expiration date, cook them and then replace them on the back. Absolutely, the dollar store. I got so much stuff in there, non-perishable stuff. And guess what? Guess what don't go bad? Honey. Honey don't got no expiration date. I did not know that till like 2 years ago. It don't go if it goes bad because it's not pure honey. Honey doesn't go bad like that. So the shelf life on honey is off the hook. You know what I mean? And it give you some sugars and stuff like that. And we got to wean ourselves off of that stuff. You know what I mean? We've been eating the king's meat too long. I call it the king's meat. They already passed laws. What? They already passed a law that government can come and take whatever we grow in our garden. Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to ask the Most High. We got different skill sets. We got to ask the Most High how to fish, how to grow our own food, how to make our own different things. You know what I mean? And bring them together. You know, if we all got different time, we got different talents, we got different treasures, we got different know-how. If we network together, we can lift. It's easier to lift when you lift together than lifting by yourself. Everybody got something that they bring to the table, whether it's medical, whether it's forestry, whatever it is, you bring it to the table and you come together. And what did J. Edgar Hoover say? My greatest fear is what? Negro unity. And I wonder why. You know what I mean? And so real honey is so raw you can see the bees part still in it. Yeah. My real honey is so raw. Yeah. Patriot Foods. Yep. I was looking at some of their generators and getting into the solar power generators and stuff like that. They got some powerful solar power generators where you could charge it up, and then even time you can fire up a wash machine. I know some real powerful generators and stuff like that. But yeah, man, we got to start thinking of those different things. You know what I mean? You got to start thinking of those things. We wait for somebody to lead us and to guide us. And the Most High said, I'll talk to you through my word. I'll talk to you through a still small voice. I'll lead you and guide you. So a lot of people have ulterior motives when they try to come to our aid. But the Most High, he got pure motives. He just want to love us as a father. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? He ain't got no ulterior motives or sent in, to watch us. You know what I mean? He said, no, I'm watching over y'all like a shepherd does his sheep. But I'm going to read this real quick. Very, very interesting. All right. As Yeshua, this is Matthew 24:3. As Yeshua was sitting on the Mount of Olives, his disciples came to him privately saying, tell us, when will this happen? What will be the sign that you are coming again and when the world is coming to an end? Yeshua answered, be careful not to let anyone deceive you. Many will come using my name. They will say, I am the Messiah. They will deceive many people. Will you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. Don't be alarmed. These things must happen, but they don't mean that the end is come. Nation will fight against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. Now, I thought about this when I read this today, about the famines and the earthquakes in various places. I don't know if it's a man-made famine or is it a true biblical famine, because Brother Gates, he bought up a lot of farmland, right? He can grow GMO stuff on it, or he can not grow nothing on it. You know what I mean? But we need these fields with good soil, amended soil to grow certain crops and fruits and vegetables. We need them. But if you buy it up and don't do right by it, we can't eat. That's why we need to be able to grow our own. Even if you live in an apartment, you don't have no space, you can grow in containers. You can grow herbs in your inside. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All of these are only the beginning pains of the end. Then they will hand you over to those who will torture and kill you. All nations will hate you because you are committed to me. Now, this is another thing that stood out. All nations will hate you because you are committed to me. Because the salt and light in the earth is going to be the whistleblowers. The salt and light in the earth is not going for the New World Order. The salt and light in the earth is not just going for anything that they hand you, right? The salt and light in the earth is say, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but let me ask the Most High first. Because the Most High has infinite wisdom, right? He'll never lead us into a trap, right? He's for us. So, and they hate that, right? So I say, all nations will hate you because you are committed to me. This stood out to me. All nations will hate you because you are committed to me. That's deep. Then many will lose faith. They're going to faint because it's going to be a clash. It's a clash of wisdom. It's a clash of stuff going on. Yeah, the torture part caught my attention. You know what? I'll talk about that. Then many will lose faith. They will betray and hate each other. Right? We don't have time to betray and hate each other, man. We don't have time. But it says it in the book it's going to happen. And I keep saying, everybody, the Most High told me this, go left, and then the Most High told him to go right. I'm like, now wait a minute, the Most High is not the author of confusion. One of y'all ain't listening to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. I ain't calling, that ain't my job to call out who, you're gonna know them by their fruit. You know what I mean? But cats is all over the place. He's not. The Most High is not schizophrenic. He's not gonna say one thing. The Ruach HaKodesh gonna tell us another thing, and His Word tell us a third thing. No, it's gonna be all together. It's gonna be saying the same thing, right? They say the scripture ain't for private interpretation, and cats they all over the place with it. So we gotta ask Yah, create me a clean heart, Psalms 51, renew a right spirit within me. Show me your will, show me your word, show me your ways, right? A lot of time we got to be obedient too, because sometimes we might say, man, you got to be honest with the Most High. I don't really understand this, but nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. Because He ain't going to give you all this deep revelational knowledge. You ain't do the last two things He showed you or told you. And He going to just be like, you know what? I'm going to keep giving you this deep revelation. Nah, you got to do that. You got to be obedient to what He say. Then many will lose faith. They will betray and hate each other. That's shallow roots too, right? Surface, right? I don't need to go all the way with the Most High. Had a song talking about I'm gonna go all the way. You know what I mean? Have my mountaintop experience. You know what I mean? And not just be immersed knee deep, but it's over my head, right? I'm all the way in, right? So many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. So I'm praying right now that the Most High give us discernment, that we may be able to know when it's Him and when it's a false prophet. And because there will be more and more lawlessness, most people's love will grow cold because of more and more lawlessness. You know what I mean? People who make the laws, you can't make the law and help make somebody hold the law and then break the law on the other end. No, the law is the schoolmaster, especially this perfect law, the Torah. It's the schoolmaster that leads us to Mashiach. Most people's love will grow cold, but the person who endures to the end shall be saved. And all that is trusting and believing it. It's not about your stamina. People think that it's about your stamina, being tough, or no. It's about trusting in the Most High and being obedient to the Most High, right? So that's one of the things that I want to share. We got to make sure all this stuff is going on almost overlapping, like. This happened Monday, this happened Tuesday, this happened Wednesday, all over the world. You know what I mean? And I don't share those different things to get us all caught up or sad or anything like that. I share those different things to say, get focused. Keep your eyes on Him. He'll give you the shalom. He said He'll give you perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee because He trusted in thee. Shalom, that means perfect peace. He wants to give you the perfect peace. Right? When you say, Yahushua, is that you walking on the water? Doing it, yeah. If it's you, bid me to come. Come on out here. The storm was going, everything was going crazy. He walked on water. He's the only man recorded walked on water. We always give him Kiefer a hard time, but he the one who walked on water. But what happened? When he took his eyes off Yahushua, when he stopped focusing on Yahushua, he started to sink. But he was close enough where Yahushua grabbed him. You feel what I'm saying? He'll never leave us or forsake us. But yeah, call it global warning. This is what they're gonna call it. You got to explain it away. And as long as we got breath in our lungs, we can repent, and we can. But see, to repent and submit, you're gonna have to get rid of your pride, because man wants to be God. Man wants to be the Most High. You feel me? So it takes a humbling to say, you know what? I was wrong. I don't want to do it my way. I'll do it your way. Show me your way. Show me your will. Show me your way. That takes humility. And some cats does not want to humble themselves. They do not want to humble themselves to that. Some leaders, You know what I'm saying? They're getting beside themselves. Like I mentioned before, you know, you got all these viewers and subscribers and Patreons and super chats and all of this. And man, you to whom much is given, much is required. You can't be on here clowning and leading folk astray. And you know what I mean? Think you're the sharpest knife in the drawer. He said, I ain't give all my stuff to you. You got a part and you're very important, but you ain't, I ain't give everything to you. You'll get beside you. You'll rise up. You'll get this knowledge puff up. You'll rise up in your flesh. I'll give you a piece of it, and I give her a piece. I give him a piece, and he'll give him a piece. And you might not even understand that piece, but your piece ain't the final piece. But when you come together in totality, now you got a full puzzle. There was a preacher that tried that, and he drowned. Really? Preacher tried to walk on water and drown? That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy. So yeah, make sure, man, we gotta keep our eyes on the Most High. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. And I seen this one video too. Oh, I met a guy. I heard on the news too, but I met a guy and he was coming like, man, I took both of my jabs and I still caught it. And he paused and I didn't know what to tell him. Like, I'm sorry, I'm praying for you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He needed answers. So when cats get both of them jabs, they gonna think they're bulletproof, you know. So we got to pray for family and friends who took it. You know, we still doing that, but that don't make you bulletproof. But they want to have incentives, so they're like, okay, I did what you told me to do. What can I? Oh, you can take your mask off then. All right, and then you go somewhere and you catch it. It's like, now how did I catch it? But I've been seeing the narrative, how the narrative is gonna turn. I've seen the narrative, how the narrative is gonna turn, and because I hear the language. I heard 3 different newscasters saying those anti-paxer, you know what I'm saying, anti-paxer stirring up the people with misinformation. That's what it said. It said anti-paxer stirring up people with the misinformation. I'm like, wow, that's how y'all gonna spin it? Misinformation? You ain't even got 10 years under that jab you developed. You just made it and made everybody get it. And I didn't even know some places they begging you, they wanted you take it so bad. Look, man, you get it, you can get a Krispy Kreme donut if you take it. Other places, if you get it, you can get a cheeseburger. I forgot from which store, but if you get the jab, show your card, you can get a cheeseburger. Salama, Ivy Lamar. Other places, if you take it, you can get lottery ticket. I'm not making this up. Like it's like you trying too hard. You like my kids said, you doing the most. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give me a cheeseburger, a donut, and a scratch ticket if I take it. You know what I'm saying? So we all got family and friends that got it. You know, and we pray and we support one another. You feel what I'm saying? This is a free weed. Please take the jab. You get free weed. Oh man, you know they really be lined up. Then you getting free weed, boy. That's funny, man. Hey, y'all in here clowning, man. But yeah. So yeah, we just got to be wise as serpents, but harmless as doves. And it's time for us to come out of our infant state. You know what I'm saying? Fear and control. Brew Queen Israel. That's it. Fear and control. And then if you question, my mother said if it doesn't stop you from getting it, my mother is a nurse practitioner. Oh wow. Yeah. Fear and control is it. And they wanted Illinois just have their winner. Okay, wow, that's crazy, man. They're like, look, we're gonna have to let this money pass through, let somebody win, and then you feel like you missed out on getting it because you didn't get your ticket because you didn't get your job, or whatever. We definitely got to pray for. But I understand this. This is one thing I do understand. If you don't understand this inside, what's going on, in the direction you're going in, 1, you want to get back to normal. 2, you want to protect your family. So you be like, man, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to get these two and get it over with. I'm like, you're not going to. It's going to be a series of these things. You're going to get 2, 3, because it's not going to work in 1 or 2. You need a series of these things, right? You're not going to just get one. I mean, you might be able to get, a donut and be able to fly in the air, whatever. They haven't really put the pressure on it now. They haven't really put the pressure. After a while, they're going to put the pressure on there because they're going to say the anti-jaxers, you know what I mean, with misinformation, you know what I mean? And the misinformation part, but they're going to say, oh, man, you know what? We're just going to they're going to pull a lot of YouTubes. They're going to pull a lot of Facebook. They're going to pull a lot of that because it's like, man, y'all spreading that misinformation. They want us to blindly follow and lead them. No, we listen to the Most High. Like, well, I'm a church person too. Like, well, you do what you got to do then. Jobs for joints, right? Right. That's funny, boy. Jab for joints. Right. Some are offering trucks and guns. Ooh, now they offer guns for the jab. That might get I don't know. That might get real interesting. They start giving out the weapons. But yeah, man, it's just really, really crazy. It's really, really crazy. But people have answers. They trusted it, they took it, and they say, why did I catch it? I took it. I shouldn't catch it. Now they spend it. Well, you're not 100% safe, but you're safer than the people who didn't take it at all. I'm like, well, shoot. I'll take my chances. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell y'all this, guys. I had it. I had shortness of breath. And I was just off. I was quarantined for 10 days, praising, worshiping. Took them real hot steam showers. Had my little medicine. And it went through. It went. Now, it affects different people different. But I praise the Most High. I'm sitting on this side of the computer. I had my whole family had it. One didn't have no symptoms. And that was amazing. I'm like, wow, you just walking and talking and eating. But his test came back positive. I had it, but I was shortness of breath a little bit. Wife had it. Other son had it, had a fever one day. All of us, none of us have it now. So I don't know if we got the antibodies or not, but you got to spend $40 to get the antibody. I was like, dang, I don't feel like spending that. But and then one son, he didn't get it at all. I'm like, now how you stay in the house with 4 other people. It's me, my wife, and my 3 sons. You stay in the house with 4 other people and you ain't catch nothing. I'm like, what in the world going on with this kid? You know what I'm saying? And but the Most High kept all of us. And we lived to tell about it. You know what I'm saying? We had our vitamin C going on and we took care of ourselves. They don't want to talk about the natural remedies and all that. Because Pharma is big business. And I don't want to go into a whole nother show, but Pharma is big business. And some of the people that's in the medical field who's standing up and telling the truth, they getting ostracized, they getting fired. They, remember down there in Houston, it was like you need to take the jab or you can't work here no more. They said vaccinate or terminate. I think that was the whole thing. And it was crazy down in Houston and other places, and so they told me, I'm going to take it to the Supreme Court and this, that, and the other. But I'm like, wow. Yeah, absolutely. Cancer is big business for real. Billions of dollars every month of October purchasing and making pink socks, hats, you name it. And I had a lost aunt and an uncle to cancer. May they rest in peace. But yeah, it's you make more money trying to find the cure than to actually give them the cure. You get what I'm saying? And some people don't believe. We just trusting, man. We just trusting, man. We just trusting, man. And it's cool. How we gonna trust this system more than the Most High? We can't trust the system more than the Most High. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't hate the system, but I don't trust it more than the Most High. I run it past him first because he got pure motives when it comes to me. My flesh might not like what he say, to be honest. but my spirit is gonna be good. You know, say, man, yeah, my flesh don't even like this, but I know it's for my good, because you will never lead me astray. You know what I'm saying? But other cats coming to your aid, they might have ulterior motives with it. Not everybody. You see, we talking like this, folks say it's conspiracy theory. I ain't getting into a conspiracy theory thing, but there is medical apartheid. Look up that book. People always say Tuskegee. That's the most familiar, popular. But they had talked about this book called Medical Apartheid. I ordered it, and they've been doing experiments on us during slavery, after slavery, and even to this day. Experiments. I'm not going to even lie to you. I don't want to make you mad. You get the book yourself and you read it yourself. They've been doing experiments and a lot of unethical things, man, where they'd be like, okay, man, we're going to put you under the gas, but we're going to do this, and this. And they give you consent. And then when they go under, they say, okay, while she's asleep, we're going to do this. And so I think one of the nurses was like, no, she didn't consent to that. You can't go and do this and that and the other thing. She didn't consent to that. She's not some lab rat on the table. She trusted you that when she go into this gas or he go into the gas, you're going to do exactly what you said you're going to do. Right? Now, they got other things in place now. It was easier back in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. But yeah, a lot of the modern day medicine, you know what I mean? Lab ratting it up. You know what I mean? And so if we don't trust, it's not that you're being hard-headed. It's just like, man, you've been, you know, you see the whole thing with Tuskegee. Oh, you got bad blood. You know, we're gonna give you this and we're not gonna treat it. We're gonna see how it, you know, we give you free life insurance if you die. We're like, wow, that's a package, you know. So, you know, we kind of hesitant on that. And so I think that's very manipulative to have different people come on and rappers and singers and dancers come on and say, hey, come on, man, you know, take it. I'll give you a cheeseburger and a lottery ticket. That's manipulative. That's manipulative. Now, right now, they ain't forcing it. And I had a friend say, they can't do that. I'm like, they had chalked that narrative up and make it seem like you are the villain for not taking it. The Delta variant blew up because you was being irresponsible. And you putting your family and their family in danger. All they got to do is run that a little bit on the news, and you're gonna be looked upon as terrible. So I don't want to get into that. We went to a whole nother different show, a whole nother different topic. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you check out Tone Spain is in the building. Man, music is it's so great, man. So great. I have my Spotify and I was downloading and streaming a lot of it. It's real, real good, man. Real, real good. All right. We got to make sure we grow our own stuff, man. We got to be what Ron Shields say, Dr. Ron Shields say, we got to be autonomous. We got to start growing our own stuff. And this is yielding a lot of stuff. Greens, tomatoes, strawberries, onions, cucumbers, good Lord. You know what I'm saying? Squash. We definitely got to start growing. And if you don't, you partner with somebody might know how to grow. You might have a few extra Funyuns. That's what we call bread. You might have some bread. Hey, look, I'm gonna pay for the boxes in the soil, and you put your green thumb to use and put it in there, and both our families can eat. Hey, man, I stay in an apartment. You know, we're gonna get some bags, and we're gonna grow from our patio. I mean, start growing some. Yeah, they are going to face the worst. They've forgotten Yahush's judgment. Yeah, absolutely. They're going to, okay, what is it? The people who read that book, they'll never trust the hospital. Oh, yeah. When you read that book, it's very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? But I guess they just keep saying Tuskegee, because I was the one who blew up. You know what I mean? We still got people who families are alive and they remember that. You know, they gave my uncle the shot, they gave my father, my grandfather the shot, this, that, and the other. And then they said they would follow them. Check out my show on that. They will follow them around and make sure they don't get treatment, because they want the full thing to go through you and see what's going on. And I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 jabs, I told my wife this, I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 jabs are different. I wouldn't be surprised if they all do different things. I need a growing food channel. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And I got Elephant Man Garden and Farming Network. You reap what you sow, eat what you grow. Let's go. They got 12 subscribers over there. But you know, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. And I know y'all probably seen it, the intro to that. So I'm gonna play that intro real quick. Here we go. It's a little happy. It's a little networky. Let's play it again. And so we have different things going on where we talk about growing cycles, seedlings, seed time, germinating. Like the scriptures come alive when talking about seed time, harvest time. He'll give seed to the sower, man, bread to the lender. Man, it's just amazing. You know, so it's very, very, very interesting. So I'm learning a lot. I want to get into herbiculture too. Herbiculture. Oh, cool. Yeah, cool. But I want to get into the herbiculture too. And I be having guys too that know how to do it, but they be on some other stuff. Because if you're not careful, you can make some cats go into the dark magic side. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't on that. You know, we bloodstained banner, straight Torah, and they got herbal remedies, but we don't want no magic. You know what I'm saying? And cats be trying to, you know, conjure up crap. And I'm like, nah, we don't do that. We don't need to do that. But if he got some, you know, some ginger, some turmeric, you know what I'm saying, mix it with some oils and, you know, help you with inflammatory issues, then that's different. But if you mixing turmeric and chicken blood and invoke something, then it's like, nah. And that's one of the only reasons why, to be honest with y'all, I haven't had the few guys that I know that get into herbalism. Some of them is new age in the culture too. So I was like, man, Most High, hook me up with somebody. If you know somebody, email me, and we'll have them on the show. You know, spirit-filled, spirit-led, you know, Torah-based, and they use the sea moss and, you know, the whole, you know, colloidal silver and alkalines and, you know, lime water. I love that stuff, you know what I mean? But when cats start talking about, you know, Jupiter and planets aligning, I'd be like, oh, can't have you on my stuff. I'll purchase my own herbal books. Yes. Women's of God, blessings to you. Shalom. I purchased my own. Yeah, I want to purchase some of them books too. And I know some cats that's real cold. Forestry, you know, can pick up a weed out of the, you know, off the ground and tell you what it is and tell you the medicinal. I'm like, wow. And you use the root and you grind it up and you make this and it helps with your, you know, ingestion of your stomach. And I'm like, these dudes is cold. I know a guy who do that, but he be eating. Let's see. I know a guy who do it, but he into eating right. He not into no magic, but he won't come on the show. He's just a health nut. Okay, but you know what? He can always come on. Ask him. Watch this. He can always come on. Look, bam. I got this on there. I just like to show my face. You know what I mean? Because I think that's like the Clark Spectre gadget. You don't see my face or whatever. But, you know, I can do that. He can come on, boom, put that on there. You don't even know who he is. You know? Yeah. Lead Farmer is awesome and Homestead Heart. Are there books? Lead Farmer is awesome and Homestead Heart. Yeah. Okay. We need people who know soil. Absolutely. Absolutely. And do you know that when we put stuff in the ground and regrow, and we're going to a whole nother show, I got to cut this off. We're going to we put ground stuff in the ground and the grow. We got to amend that soil. So in other words, we got to put the nitrogens back in there, and the calcium and the magnesium and potassium, all these different things that the plant, as it's growing, it pulls up from the dirt, from the soil. You feel what I'm saying? And so we got to put, that's why we amend the soil with topsoil and different things we put in it. I crush eggshells up and get a K-cup coffee cups after you use them, sprinkle that in there, and make banana tea. That's for the potassium. You put banana peels in a jug of water and just let it. You get some banana tea, or you can crush up the banana peels real good, throw it in there, break it down. And so those are amending the soil, so now your next crop can grow. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. Nicole Levels, yeah. So absolutely, we definitely we need to get up. Everybody on here, then the sound of, I'm gonna go back up. Everybody in here, Ninja Firewolf, shalom. Sisters Knits and More, shalom. Kimberly J, shalom. Ivy Lamar, shalom. Nicole Level, shalom. Keith Reed, shalom. Brew Queen Yisrael, shalom. I said Kimberly J, but Kimberly J again, shalom. Ruma A. Oh, she changed it. It's Ruma Flowers now. Ruma Flowers, not Ruma A. Ruma Flowers, shalom. If I didn't call your name, put a 1 in there. Woman of God, shalom. Yeah. So we got, everybody got different talents. Why is that up still? Everybody got talents. Everybody got something to bring to the table. Very, very intelligent people. Very, very intelligent people. Some deal with the garden. Some deal with, like I said, medical. Some deal with, we deal with a whole bunch of different things. Very, very talented people need to come together. Oh, Lynn Bernard, for sure. Shalom. Shalita, 59. Shalita. Shethla, 51. I don't know why I keep saying Shalita. Shethla 51, I apologize. Didn't mean to butcher your name up. Blessings to you. Yeah, and we need to come together. We need to come together outside of social media, if we can. Robert Elder Sanders is in the building. Shalom. We need to come together outside of this, because all they got to do is say, you know what? Y'all giving misinformation. Y'all Hebrew people was giving misinformation. We shutting down all y'all joints. You know what I mean? If we ain't got no emails, if we don't communicate with each other, then we just through. You know what I mean? So I'm praying to y'all that, we have different strategy meetings. They hate us talking like this. Strategy meetings, even if they come together and pray. My Elder Rob, I'm be getting together. We're going to be praying on Thursdays and stuff like that. I'm in Northwest Indiana area, Chicagoland, Chocolate City, Gary, Indiana, Chicagoland area. It's all good. So yeah, we're going to get together. We're going to see what's going on. Thank y'all for tuning in. I was just saying, I was just amazed. I was looking at the headline. We worried about, who going to win, the Suns or the Bucks. And this stuff going on, man. Wars, rumors, and I didn't even get on the rumors of war stuff. I didn't even get on the stuff that was here. That's a whole other show. I didn't even do that. Feel what I'm saying? But man, there's earthquakes, there's fires, and they said it ain't rained like that in over 1,000 years in China. 1,000 years? A millennium? That's a long time. It ain't rained that bad in 1,000 years. That should tell you something. But they're gonna blame it on global warming. Mice eating up all your crops, coming here, biting you up. But I couldn't even go to sleep. If I stayed down there in Australia and all the mice was everywhere, man, I don't know what I'd do. I would have to build something that sits up high, and then I'd be waking up every 30 minutes to an hour. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. But anyway, that's crazy. We joined up stat. We joined up stat. They are listening. They know we're talking in code. Yeah, 1,000 years, right. I was like, man, that's a long time. And even the German guys, they was like, man, I don't even have a word in my native tongue to describe what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's going to affect all of us. So that's what I tell you. Be wise as serpent, harmless as a dove, trust the Most High. And also, stock up. Don't waste it. Stock up. Me and my wife, we like to go out to eat different places and stuff like that. But stock up, man. You know what? We're going to cut back on. We ain't gonna be. I mean, hey, look, we gotta get some stuff that's got a long shelf life and just stock up. Stock up water. I'd rather need it and not have it than to have it and not need it. Right? I got this little radio, emergency radio, where I wind it up on the side, and it also got right here a solar power. You wind it up on the side, and you'll be able to just like a weather radio. So just in case I don't have no batteries, which I got some of them stored up, just in case I can have my weather radio if it went all black. You know what I'm saying? The EMP, I think it's called EMP. Went all black, we'll be able to at least hear something. So yeah, Elephant Man Podcast Network, walkie-talkies. Yeah, walkie-talkies. Yeah, I got some of those too. But they AA battery, and they go a couple of miles. But I want to get the real good one and the ham radio. We need to get another show. I had some people come on, and we did a show on preppers. These guys are they serious about their prepping. You know what I mean? And so yeah, we just got to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. You know what I mean? And look out for one another. We can do more together than we can apart. And this fake unity I be seeing, you know what I mean? People be competing. You know what I mean? Secretly competing. You know, you can feel it. Like, wait a minute, y'all ain't working together. Y'all competing against each other. I'm like, we're talking about working together for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about this old fake stuff. So anyway, Elephant Man Podcast Network, Grown Man Conversations Dealing with Elephants in the Room. If you are on Facebook, come on there, /Elephant Man Podcast. Come on there and get in there and get into the discussion. If you haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you? I don't know. All right. We got a lead farmer channel is good. Prepping channel. Oh, these are some good ideas. See what I'm saying? Can anybody recommend a military style duffel waterproof bag? Right. See, we need to have these kind of conversations. A military style duffel-proof waterproof duffel bag. Right. They got some survival straws and survival tablets, y'all, where it got so many filters in this straw. It's about yay big. You put it in the water, you'll be able to drink rivers, water from streams and stuff. Lead Pharma, that's a channel. Okay. I'm going to check him out. And they got the tablets to turn contaminated water into drinking water, man. Cool. Man, they got some good stuff out here. So, yeah, man, I am going to holler at you guys. Show the intro to the other channel one more time. Right? My sons think it's corny, but hey, I think it's cool. So also we're gonna be doing Only God Can Judge Me too, the Book of Judges. If you missed that, we went over Book of Joshua 23 and Joshua 24, and we're gonna go right into the Judges. You know what I mean? Because something happened. Because the whole time Joshua lived 110 years, and the Most High was with him. But then, once Joshua died, and his elders died with him, we started clowning. So y'all had to send some judges. And so he sent 15 judges. We know about Samson and Gideon and Deborah, but he sent 15 judges. So we're going to go over each judge. Oh, Lord, tell you, spell life. All right, Elephant Man Podcast Network, Grown Man Conversation, dealing with elephants in the room. I am out of here. Like, subscribe, share, please. Thank you. Perfect.